Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it's the 15th of May 2023. As usual, quick favour if you would, and that's if you'd subscribe to the channel, please. That'd be excellent and appreciated and a big help. So please do click the button if you would. Today, Titan with an I, not Titan with a Y, right? Two different bands. Titan with an I, going all the way back to 1981, you know, new wave of British heavy metal's burgeoning scene, isn't it? Bands everywhere. Titan were one of them. They formed in 1981, and they were from Lincolnshire here in the UK. And like many at the time, they wanted to make their mark and, you know, become big stars, didn't they? The usual template was followed, you know, plenty of hard work gigging around the local area, trying to attract a record deal and build up a fan base. And they did build up quite a healthy local following, but alas, all they had to show for their efforts were a couple of two-track demo tapes. One was Into the Storm with High and Mighty, and the other was Onto the End with The Rack. All right. I think they realised that being from Lincolnshire and it's a little bit remote and away from the music scene in general back then, they thought maybe they should move to London, but I'm not sure that worked out for them. Well, things didn't work out for them in general, and they kind of drifted apart after the demos, and you know, another promising new wave of British era heavy metal band that bit the dust. However, the always excellent Obscire NWOBHM Releases label have pulled another one out of nowhere, as they often do, with you know, new wave of British heavy metal era bands that were in inverted commas lost or obscure, and they've somehow put together Titan's 2 demo tapes together with a series of live rehearsal recordings from back in the day, and issued it on one of their usual limited edition CD runs of just 500 copies. Well, what can I say about it? The 2 demos show plenty of promise. Hard, punchy, no-nonsense heavy songs, tasty riffs, the guitars rustling up quite some sound as they work together. And the 4 songs split over the 2 demos, I think each one of them's a winner, you know, all 4 of them. Reminded me to some extent, for comparison purposes, of, say, a heavier Thin Lizzy with a bit of UFO going on, given, you know, there's some big chunky chords going on behind the lead work and whatnot. Tasty stuff overall. The live recordings, I think there's about a dozen of them, I think, or thereabouts. I've not got the CD cover to check at the moment. And as you might expect, being from 1981 and captured live in a rehearsal, that they are rather raw, rough, and ready. Though they do capture the energy and enthusiasm which Titan had. Those you know, rough and raw live demo rehearsal recordings, you know, they're a fine series of songs which are heavy and yet refined, without losing any of the power as well. There's lots of those chunky riffs flying around, plenty of excellent lead work. All in all, a fine run of early new wave and British heavy metal style goodness. You know, in particular, songs such as Attack, Double Dealer and Werewolf are of particular enjoyment. Some really good stuff going on there, and perhaps saving the best until last, we've got Give Us This Day, which has some superb extended lead work going on, and then the mini epic, I think it's around 7 minutes or so, and March of the Morning Stars, which is even better. That really is good. And you know, it's a shame things didn't work out for Titan, but there's plenty of evidence here that they had the ammunition without the brakes, really. And for an old NWOBHM fan like me, it's good to hear what they had to offer. And you too, if you remember, you know, you still live in 1981 like I do. As I mentioned back at the start of this little video, it is a limited edition of 500 CDs. But as I record this, 15th of May 2023, both the label, Obscure NWOBHM Releases, and Sonic Age Records, where I got my copy from, are both still showing availability. So I'll put links to both in the description below, so you can go and find one if you'd like one, if they've still got any left, or or use your search engine of choice to see if others might have them, such as No Remorse or Pyrola perhaps. Obscure and NWOBHM releases have been a little bit busy lately, not only issuing Titan, but also similar 500 limited runs from Falcon and Deny in short order. All came together. So I've got Falcon and Deny as well, and I'll put up reviews once I've listened to them a few times and got my ears around them. But in the meantime, do check out Titan. Excellent, lost NWOBHM band that had the talent but not the breaks, just like many back in the day. So that's Titan. Please subscribe to the channel before you go, that'd be great. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.